I'm approaching 90 days. Can you believe it? I thought I'd give you an update as I'm approaching my 90th day on a plant-based diet. I never thought I would continue this way since starting the 30-day challenge that you see here in past videos. You know, I'm feeling good. I'm over 50 now, and everything that I do, everything I put into my body, it really counts. I always preach that you should be your own health advocate. If you don't, then when you go to a doctor and when you need to talk to someone, you have to be prepared with those questions that you would ask them. You have to be prepared about what it is you're feeling, your symptoms, whatever that is. You need to learn how to articulate it. And I was so bad at it. I really was. I learned probably in the last 10 years how to speak with my doctor and actually guide them to the direction of what I'm looking to do to take care of the problem. We're looking for solutions. We're not looking for band-aid types of quick fixes that really don't work in the long run. What I found is diet, exercise, and sleep. That's it. Those are the 3 things that will give you the optimum level of health that you're looking for. As you know, I'm a big time faster. I eat OMAD most of the time. Now I've been trying to incorporate 2MAD a little bit more, meaning 2 meals a day instead of just 1. Basically, I'm putting that into a 20-hour fasting window and 4-hour eating window that I can have 2 meals. And it seems to be working out pretty good. Not doing this every day. I'm doing it maybe 2 to 3 days a week. I'm just trying this out, especially because now that I'm eating plant-based and low calorie density, you can eat more of the food, not gain more weight. And the key here is to lose weight. Losing weight is about health. If you're getting off the excess weight, you will be healthier automatically. A lot of the symptoms and problems that you've been having, like diabetes or gut health issues, or for me, high cholesterol. I mean, there's a lot of things and factors that play into having extra fat on the body. That is why I am in search of that perfect bite and balance. The other thing is better quality food. This is what I found in that path that I've been leading on plant-based diet and low calorie density foods. It's making me, or not forcing me, but it's just making me look at variety of different types of foods that I didn't incorporate before. The mangoes and the cucumbers and the zucchinis, even the bok choy. I mean, there's so many choices out there when it comes to fruit and vegetables that it can be pretty sexy. You know, I thought it was pretty bland and boring before, but now that I'm learning spices, putting more things into my food that do not cause harm, and if anything, they're bringing more vitamins into my body, more high water content food that your body is asking for. We are constantly fighting the dehydration in our body. You're also getting water from those high water content foods, which happens to be low calorie density. It's also a feeling of simplicity and to lift the burden off of the stress of what you're going to eat, and you have to restrict it down to small items of food that will be high calorie and low density when it comes down to your nutrition. So yes, I have not been eating the cheese as much. I can say there's about 5% of the time that I've actually had some cheese in my food because I've eaten out. And it's a little tough to do that, to eat out and to be extremely healthy and control what's going in your food. And that's why it's so important to learn how to cook, to learn how to put things together, and they're so simple. I'm not the best of cooks out there, but I'm getting better at it, and I'm getting more passionate about learning these types of meals to put together in different recipes. And keep checking back with my website, regedited.com. I'm still adding more recipes of plant-based diet food, and also, you know, it's just whole foods. It's just good food. Now, I do eat fish usually once a week, or some type of protein. I don't necessarily need to do that all the time in the same routine. So I'm trying to shake it up so I can lose the additional 5 or 6 pounds that I had gained over the past year. And as you guys know, that this kind of thing can creep up on you without you even realize it. In 1 week, I can literally gain 7 to 10 pounds easily if I didn't focus on what I'm doing daily and prepare ahead of time of what I'm going to eat throughout the week. But what I do is when I shop intentionally with my groceries. I make a list, but I also keep in mind what type of meals I'm going to eat every day for the next 6 to 7 days. And then I shop accordingly and match it to what I'm trying to do. The other thing I've learned is plate positioning. Instead of counting those calories, I just look at how much of certain groups, food categories, such as starch or such as, carbs, but when I say carbs, they're complex carbs, and these are things that have high fiber and that you will basically move through the system a lot better, so your digestion system is better. These are nothing to be afraid of. When it comes to carbs, I was always afraid of carbs. I always did a low carb diet and I felt that I would gain the weight, but I'm finding also that I'm pairing the foods better. So when I know I'm going to have some type of animal meat, like fish, or even if I have some red meat, I'm not going to necessarily add in the extra starch. So instead of doing a potato or something like that with the meat, I'm just doing vegetables, which is what I was doing in the first place, right? But in this incident of being plant-based mostly, like 90%, I can do the potatoes, I can do the rice, all of that with my vegetables, and that is putting a lot of things together with a lot of vitamins, but it's not causing me to gain any extra weight, and if anything, it's helping me lose. The other reason of me doing this is to stop the cravings of the cheese, the dairy, to stop the cravings of the sugar, and that was really out of control. And I still want things that are sweet, but I'm looking for natural ways of getting the sweetness so it does calm down those cravings that you may have. And I'm trying to break that cycle. And so since eating this way, the cravings have calmed down tremendously, where I don't feel like I need to have the cheese. I don't feel like I need to run out the door and get some sugar all the time. Not only stopping the cravings, but also just feeling healthy, feeling better about myself spiritually, mentally. Whatever you're feeding yourself, food is medicine. And so that is also affecting all the other aspects in your body, in your life, and in all the different categories that you live. Your personal life, your relationships, your work, career, your family. So there's all these relationships that you are dealing with daily, and what you put in your body is going to affect how you react. That may be happening, that could be high stress. So I have my semi-annual checkup with the doctor, and I taken my blood work, and I'll let you guys know what the results are, because I'm looking for my cholesterol to go lower with the bad cholesterol. You know what I'm talking about. So if I can get that under control, I think we are on the right track. And if it is happening, I will also let you guys know. And I'm telling you, I will continue the plant-based diet if everything is going in the right direction. And what's happened since then? Now, I have kind of went up and down a little bit again, because I told you guys that I had eaten some sugar. This is like in the first 6 weeks. I was kind of on a roller coaster because there was a lot of emotional turmoil going on in the middle of my changed diet. So I did eat the wrong things and I ate out too much. And so I did gain weight. I knew exactly where it was, and I could pinpoint it, what I ate that was wrong. I'm back to losing weight again, and overall my total has been 5 pounds in the 3 months. Now, if I had not gone off the path and did things in my way that I wanted to do at that time, then I would have easily lost 8 pounds in this approaching up to 3 months. Because I'm close already to my target weight, it's much more difficult to get there, and it slows down and you plateau. So there's a lot of that you have to tweak, and you have to fix those little problems and repair what you're looking at and whatever challenges that you have hit when you went through that plateau. So it can work. Also, hormones. We are unique creatures. We as women carry more fat on our body than men, and that is by design because we have the babies. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of a jerk, do more exercise. And I don't mean doing high intensity exercise because you don't want your insulin going up, because that will cause that to happen. And the insulin resistance is what causes the problem of gaining weight or plateauing. And if you're just walking, doing some moderate to low intensity type of exercise. I do my walking, but the weather has been not to my liking, and so I haven't been walking as much. So instead I would just hit my little home gym and use my weights. And that is all about that, because the older we get, we need to work on our muscles and keeping the toning up, right? Keep that toning going. So nevertheless, I'm so glad to talk to you guys. And remember, caregiving begins with you. And that's what I mean when I close out a video, because it's about taking care of you so you can be better for other people that you're taking care of, right? Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment or any questions that you may have about plant-based, or if there's something about fasting, because I still fast, but I just have slowed down in these last few months, and I have not done extended fasting in the 90 days. And that's why I'm showing you that it is possible to lose weight and still be able to eat some healthy, good, nourishing food every day. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Looking for something to make me stay round and